I will safely assume you don't carry a sewing kit with you, as a proper gentleman of your age should. Do I rightly assume that as a prince you've been taught that inability to attend to yourself is somehow acceptable? I'm not gonna lie, I don't carry a sewing kit with me either, and I'm a woman. I'm sorry about that, Will. So, hello and welcome back to Twisted Wonderland. Today I'm going to start a new project. And the project is I'm going to read through all the base vignettes of the characters. Some of them are important to us to establish their characters, some of them are just fun. And there are even ones that are a little bit story relevant. But yeah, I'm going to start with the school uniform vignettes, and then I'm going to work myself further into it. So my plan is like after book 1, I'm going to read all the school uniform vignettes. After book 2, I'm going to read all the PE uniform vignettes, and so on and so forth. So yeah, anyway, let's hope this will be entertaining, and I'm going to do my best to do the voice acting, because vignettes are not voiced. So this is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but let's see how it goes. Alright, first of all, Riddle school uniform vignette. Ignorance, no inconvenience. In the hallway. Isn't it time you stepped aside? Your group is blocking the hallway. Sorry about that, Housewarden Rosarts. You aren't even going to spare the exam results a glance, Riddle. Ah, hello Azul. What would be the point when the results are always the same? True enough. When you earn perfect scores in every subject, you're a shoo-in for first. I thought you may have slipped for once, but I see you aren't one to be underestimated. Oh, but I did struggle with one question. Oh yeah? The essay regarding the culture of the land of the Scalding Sands. Just 3 days before the exam, a paper was published, citing new discoveries to propose a wholesale re-evaluation of the kingdom's history. I assumed not touching upon this interpretation would mean a deduction in points. That was a difficult one indeed. So difficult, in fact, I heard the faculty held a meeting about it. What? Oh my god. Apparently, because one student managed to answer it perfectly, they decided to deduct points from the rest of us instead. Was that Riddle? My apologies for that. Oh yeah, okay. Not at all. We all had access to that new paper. You're simply the only one who took notice of it. I'll have to keep a closer eye on any new research that crops up, lest I start to lose my edge. And I, of course, will do the same. History in particular is never set in stone. Well, I must be off. Until the next Housewarden's meeting, I bid you farewell. Riddle. Always the perfectionist. Hey, Ace! I got some new sweets from Trey to sample. Want any? Do I? My stomach was just yelling at me too. Wait 1 sec, I gotta snap some pics before we dig in. Maybe this angle will work? Of course, first take a picture, can't eat. Perfect, give me another sec while I upload this to Magicam. Oh hey, isn't that phone case you have crazy popular? Sure is, and mine's legit too. Not one of those knockoffs that are like on every corner now. Nice! I've been looking for one. Different design though. Yeah, that one of the weird creature that got a bushy head and feet coming out of its eyes. What? Interesting taste, Ace. Yeah, that one's alright. It's just this diamond pattern really speaks to me. Yeah, it fits you. It's like it was made for us. Made for you, maybe. Perhaps the two of you should consider having a sit if you insist on keeping this up. Whoa! You just popped up out of nowhere. How long have you been here? I returned to the dome only a moment ago. And putting the Queen's laws aside, prodding on in front of the entrance is simply bad manners. Sorry, guess we weren't thinking. Sure weren't. By the way, have you seen Cato's phone, Housewarden? Isn't it awesome? You purchased a new phone? Not the phone itself. I'm talking about the case. It's got a diamond pattern, see? So it does. What about it? It's the hottest thing on Magicam right now. There's even been features in magazines and stuff about how it's been selling out left and right. Has it? What about it is so unique then? Is it a work of a reputable designer or some such? You don't know? Everyone's been talking about it. Yeah, don't think Riddle is the one to follow trends. Chill, Ace. Riddle's never cared about the latest trends. Really? How do you even manage to hold a conversation with anyone? Ace, you don't need to be rude. Well, I'll have you know that I've never been inconvenienced for not knowing what's in vogue before. What if Magicam winds up on your exam though? Might spell an end for your perfect score streak. He gets a perfect score on every exam? No way, no how. You've had to... Have to have what? You think I managed to stoop so low as to violate the rules for my impeccable record? Good point. You're about the last person who'd do something like that. Yeah, you would not cheat. That. But with all the studying you do, it's no wonder you don't know what's going on in the real world. Not to worry though, Ace has got your back. See, this design is... I don't recall asking for your help. And besides which, I did not just tell you... Did I not just tell you that I've never once been inconvenienced by this gap in knowledge? Now that you understand, at least I hope you do, please either sit down or return to your rooms to study. Okay. Gods love you all. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to look into it a little. So it does bother you that you don't know about it. Adorable. Alright. That was Riddle's school uniform video. Next up we have Ace. The very picture of Innocence. Sure. Wait. That's Ace we're talking about. It's already a false picture. Talk about a run-in with good luck. I'm glad I bumped into you, Ace. Thanks for helping me carry all this. Hey, for what you're offering, this is a heck of a bargain. You're really gonna make sure I get a piece of tart with the most cherries at the dorm's tea party tomorrow? That's your goal? It's already got your name on it. Though I didn't think a little thing like that was enough to get you put in a workout. You must really like cherries. You know it. They've always been my favorite fruit. Yeah. Trey's face. But does anyone like fruit that much? You don't have some ulterior motive, do you? Me? You ruined me, Trey. You're looking at the very picture of Innocence over here. Yeah. Ace, that's a lie. We all know it. Anyway, this stuff is so heavy. Do you really need this much to make fruit tarts? There's 4 whole bags. Nah, they're only heavy because I loaded up on sugar and flour. Are you for real? Did you do that just because you knew someone else would carry them? My bad. My family runs a pastry, so I've been helping stock up on ingredients since I was a kid. Guess it turned into a full-blown habit of buying out the shop while stuff was on the sale. Whoa! So you've been making pastries since you were little? I mean, I helped. My younger siblings would always pester me to bake for them too. Must be nice to have an older brother who bakes. My brother sure didn't know a cake from a steak. Well, at least you had one, so you know. Oh yeah? Let me guess, you're the baby in the family. Yeah, I can see that. And just what about me makes you think I'm the baby? Not that you're wrong. But it was just us 2 kids. My brother used to take me just about everywhere before I came here. Huh, is he that much older than you? Yep, 7 years older. He graduated from Night Raven College too. Nice. Must have helped having someone who could tell you what was what around here. Well, it's not like he held my hand or whatever. But he did tell me how to kill time in the dorms. Speaking of, what do you do while I'll hold up in your room, Trey? Me? I do homework, read, nothing special. Yana, you're a model student, huh? Hardly. I'm more on the average side, really. It's not like you need to always hit the books in your free time, but try to at least get your homework out of the way. Don't want to fall behind. Hey, I do my homework. I just, you know, might have to use someone else's as a guide every once in a while. Yeah, sure. That's not what we call doing homework, Ace. Or as most put it, copy. I'm telling you, you better learn to do it yourself or second year's gonna be a rude awakening for you. Oh, come on! I doubt you were that serious about studying from day one. When I knew Riddle was coming the year after me, of course I was. Oh yeah, I can tell that. It was probably like very scary, like, oh, Riddle's coming. I need to be really good. Could you imagine what he would have said if I flunked any one of my classes? Yes, an upperclassman. Good point. He'd go redder than his own hair if that happened. I study better in my dreams. Off with your head! The resemblance is uncanny. Well, I try. By the way, while we were on the topic, which countries were featured on your first year history exam? Ours is gonna cover the Queen of Roses, Shaftlands, and Sunset Savannah. I knew something was up. You're trying to squeeze the answers out of me, aren't you? What? No way! I would never! Uh-huh. Don't try and play cute with me now. I knew there had to be another reason you were willing to help carrying my bags. But maybe I am. But look at it this way. I knew you would be the perfect source for info. You should be praising me for going out of my way not to fail. Plus, you got a pack mule out of it. Come on! Have a buddy out! Ace. Please? Come on, you knew right from the start that I wasn't doing this for just a bunch of cherries. Don't tell me how to talk about loving cherries was a lie, too. Oh no, that's Hundo P. True. Thanks, translation team, thank you. Hundo P. True. My brother said the most convincing lies are sprinkled with a dash of truth. Your brother was a bad influence on you, wasn't he? I've never met him, but having known you, him telling you that doesn't surprise me one bit. All you had to do was ask, though. I would have been more than happy to help, even without you being so wrong about it. And you just spill the answers for me if I did that? No way, right? You're just gonna tell me to study my butt off. As you should. Sack off now and you're only gonna regret it later. Tell you what, if you swear to study, and I mean really actually study, then I'll get you on the right track. Deal? See, this is why I went with the roundabout approach. I don't want to study. What are you talking about? Would you be more tempted if I invited Deuce and made it more of a study group thing? We're not a married couple, you know. I mean, you do have the same thought process a lot of the times. Sure. Whatever kicks you into studying gear. Trey, why do you look so unconvinced? Remember, you'll have Riddle to contend with if you fail. Ah, fine. Man, and I was this close to weaseling it out of you. At least you'll be a lot nicer of a tutor than Riddle. How about we make our first session after classes tomorrow? Bring a list of what you're struggling with and we can get right to it. I can't wait. Sure. So, that was Ace's school uniform vignette, and we're moving on to Deuce. One with the wind. Alright, let's see what this is all about. There's basketball, football, hockey. What are you muttering to yourself about? Oh, nothing. Just wondering which club I should join. There's so many to choose from. So you haven't decided yet? The application deadline is tomorrow. What? So you've picked one? Naturally. My application's been in. Huh. Well, unlike some people who are only good at physical stuff, I've got my eye on clubs of a more sophisticated nature. So I take my time. Yeah, sure. Are you trying to pick a fight? I'll have you know that I took a look at a pop music club. Cute. I bet it was only cause Kato dragged you along. Maybe. He can read you like a book. Well, so, which club did you end up going with? track and field. There's a surprise. Why that one? Because they didn't have a what? A blast cycle club. Like they would have a club where people just tear out the magical vehicles all day. Or we could even drive around here, through the mountains or something? Well, it would be nice to have the option. I even put in an application to form a club when I heard there wasn't one, but the head mage said no. Are you that into them? Are you kidding? Who isn't into blast cycles? They are modern marvel. Did you ever look at a magazine spreads on them as a kid? Nope. Different strokes for different folks. I mean, the bigger ones are kinda cool, but will I live if I never get to ride one? Yeah. Deuce is so shocked. You're kidding. You've never felt the thrill of gripping those enchanted handlebars? Like, not even once? You're freaking him out. Whoa, hang on. They can't be that awesome. But they are! Unlike other vehicles, you've got nothing blocking your field of vision, so you're free to take in a view where you ride. If you're ever feeling blue, you just gotta get on a blaster and tune out to the world. Then it's just you, the road, and nature. Aw, Deuce. I'm actually kinda moved. You're really into them. Look at you, eyes all lit up like some kid. Oh, well... To be honest, talking about them makes me wish I could go for a ride right now. I haven't been able to since the first day of school. You should give it a shot if you can. There's no better thrill than serving around corners and going full throttle down the open road. The harder you accelerate, the faster everything melts away, till you're all alone and barely feel the need to breathe. This is a very physical guy. But hey, that's good for you. I love passion. Go ahead, be passionate. It's almost like you become one with the wind. I just adore that sensation. Sounds pretty and all, but I can't say I get how you'd feel it that hard when a vehicle's doing the work for you. What? Don't you know it uses the rider's magic as fuel? The only way to be a real blast cycle rider is to be one with your bike. Okay, so it needs your magic. The engine's still the thing making it run. Well, I guess that's how engines work. If you had to put 100% of your magic into powering the vehicle, then it wouldn't really be a Wait. I've got an idea. Let me rewind a bit so I can explain it better. That music is so funny right now. Okay then, shoot! I joined track and field, right? And I told you how much I adore that feeling of being one with the wind. What better way to chase that feeling than through sprints, marathons and long jumps? Clubs just choke full of opportunities to do exactly that. And it wouldn't be a vehicle powering me either. It'd be all me. Track and field wasn't just some random choice for me. It was destiny. That's it. There's a Category 5 windstorm coming everyone's way, and they're calling it Hurricane Deuce. Adorable. With that kind of talk, you better not be the first to sputter out on a race. Oh, I'll be in first place. Are you sure? Jack's in there too. And I fully expect you to be right there singing my praises when I hit the finish line. I'd rather get my head chopped off. Anyway, where's my thank you for helping you come up with a cool excuse for choosing your club? Those two. Gone with the wind. Nice one. They all have such nice chemistry. The writing is really nice. Really good. Alright, that was Deuce. Next up, we have Cater. I remember that one. Rosaria the wall painting. Let's go. That's a popular one. Okay. Funky music already. A ring around the Rosaria party? Yeah. It's just about to start. You in? How could I say no? Count me in. And that's why I love you, Kalim. Surprised you agreed to without knowing what's even about, though. Hey, a party's a party, right? I don't need to know what Rosaria is to know a good time. Rosaria is the portrait hanging in the west hall. You know who I'm talking about, right? She's been stuck all alone there for like ever. Poor girl's brought out of her frame. She hasn't been moved in so long she can count literally every stain on the wall. So I promised her I'd throw a party so she could have some fun. Wow, now I'm even more excited. You're an awful nice guy to throw a party for a portrait. Oh, I wouldn't say that. Yeah. Hmm? Well, I can't call it a real party till we've got at least one more person. You know anyone? It's gotta be someone who's a real heartthrob like you. I'm a heartthrob? Oh, you have your fans, Colleen. I can guarantee you that. There's Colleen fans, definitely. Totally. And you're rich. Oh, and Kater has his fans too, so you know. Please don't throw the rich card on. Oh my god. Kalim's more than just rich. He's also like very sunshine, very happy, very generous. Plus, you love fun stuff like parties, and you're always up for something new. Not sure I follow why it's so important, but you want someone who's an all-around catch, right? Oh, Leona got to work since he's a prince. Leona! Of all people! He'd be perfect, if he wasn't too lazy to come. Good thing I've got an ace up my sleeve. Wait, I don't think ace is up your sleeve. No joke? Let's give it a shot then. Off we go. Oh boy. You in, Leona? Got a question for you. And just what do you want? Any reason you decided to waltz into my territory like you owned the place? Ouch. Looks could kill. Just give me a hot second to explain, okay? We're throwing a party for Rosaria at her pottery set in the West Hall. That'd be really nice if more people came. So would you be up for joining us? Asking Leona of all people, so funny. It could be worth your while. She's been stuck in that hallway since way before we showed, so she knows just about everything that's gone on there. Like, say, the old spell drive tourneys? Can't hurt to make nice with her, right? Interested? Does it look like I am? Scram. Yeah, that's how I figured this would go. Sorry for bugging you. Let's try asking someone else, Kater. Hey, Leona. So this pottery I'm talking about, Rosaria? She's been so lonely this whole time. I was hoping we could give her a reason to smile. That's why I'm throwing her a party. Won't you come and cheer her up, please? Alright, I guess I could go. Suddenly changed his tune. That worked! I feel like the translation was a little bit off there because I don't think he mentioned a name or a gender before that. I'm not sure. Score! Rosaria's gonna flip when she sees you. Pottery or not, I respect ladies, and Rosaria is a lady. Here we are. Leona. Feminist personified. He respects the women. That's right. That's so funny. I still can't believe my ears. I thought for sure he'd turn us down flat. Told you I had an ace up my sleeve. Yana's kingdom is all about being respectful to ladies. Huh, who knew? Ruggie told me. I know I look fun and fancy-free, but I tend to keep my ear on the ground more than you think. I've even got a ton of dirt on you. Kater, stop being shady. Like what? What's the holdup? Quit your yapping and let's get her moving. Okay then, nice work, Kater. I'm sure Rosaria will be so happy. Yeah, and I'll be happy too, because now I can finally figure out what's on the history exam. What? That's your angle? Oopsie, did I say that out loud? Anyway, let's not keep Rosaria away, so that's your goal. Call him. Leona. Our dorm meeting can't start. The house warden shows. Everyone's waiting for you. You've got a meeting today? Leona, Professor Cruel's gonna straight up fair if you miss your potion algae makeup class. You just had to find me. You were gonna play hooky again, weren't you? You both had other plans? You said you're gonna come to the party with... Like there's any time for a party. No! Kater's plans are shattered. Oh boy. Well, Aw, man. Rosaria was furious. Not that I blame her, since I had to cancel last minute. I was so close. She was hung right outside the faculty office, so I'm almost positive she knows everything they say in there. She would have been able to tell me what was gonna be on that history exam for sure. Why does that feel like a repetition of Ace? Ace is like following in the footsteps of Cater. Oh well, it's not like I'm not like studying's the worst thing in the world. And I gotta say, she's pretty as a picture when she gets mad. Cater, please. Oh boy. Troublemakers all around. This entire school. Alright, that was Cater. Now we move on to Trey. Open your mouth. Oh god, no. I remember that one too. Alright. Gotta hurry since it's almost light out. I think I'm good on brushing. Now to gargle. And done. Wait, Ace, that's only once. The Queen of Hearts rule number 648. One must brush one's teeth twice over after eating turkey. Housewarden even reminded us several times. Oh, quit being such a goody two-shoes. It's not like he's watching us, so good night. Unfortunately for you, the wise housewarden is. Gah! Trey, I've got the worst luck. The best luck, if you ask me. I won't say a word to the housewarden as long as you do what you're supposed to. See? Trey's kind enough to let minor errors in judgment slide if you work to make up for it. Okay, I give. I still say it's a dumb rule, but I brush him. Before you two start though, open your mouths and let me have a look-see. Oh, oops. There is no way that's one of the rules. Sorry. Force of habit from back home. It was my job to make sure my younger siblings really brushed their teeth. That's an interesting habit. Gotcha, sure, I can believe that. So you're an older brother, Trey? Yeah, I've got a little brother and sister. No wonder you have such a knack for looking after everyone. Thinking back, you've always had a kind of older brother thing going on. You're always calmly watching over us. Can't even imagine you getting angry. Is that what I'm like? What, you never noticed? Even Riddle Me-Fits leans on you. Riddle Me-Fits? What? He just calls your name and you're right there to fix all the problem. He doesn't even have to tell you what it is. You're practically superhuman. Ah, now you're just trying to butter me up. But that won't get you out of brushing your teeth again. There goes that plan. That wasn't my plan. Oh, but I see the bristles on your brushes are looking a little worn. How about I give you both my spares? Spares? Really? Thank you. Stuff like this is what I meant when I said you reminded me of an older brother. Ah, yeah, I see it now. Sure, I notice myself doing it all the time, now that you pointed it out. Just how many spares do you have? Did you rob a dentist? Oh, these aren't spares. I use a different brush for different... Ah! Okay, so he has spares, but then he also has, like, second and third ones for other stuff. Okay, I see. That's weird. On purpose? There's a regular brush. There's also a bunch of little brushes with funny shapes. Each one has a specific use. One for your whole mouth, one for the back, stuff like that. A fan-shaped one for scraping your tongue. You're very into this. And I use floss after I'm done, of course. Well, that's normal, okay. It's just like you not to skimp on the details. That's wild! All that just for brushing teeth? Teeth can't heal themselves once they gone bad. So I say you can't never be too vigilant. So maybe I'm just more conscious of the fact than most since I grew up in a patisserie. Proper dental care was drilled into me from day one. Thankfully, it's paid off. I get a clean bill of health every time I visit the dentist. Well, that's nice. I'm impressed. Me, I hate going to the dentist. Then I'll teach you some better brushing habits. Maybe they'll help you avoid that drill. Even thinking about it makes my teeth hurt. Are you really going along with this? We're not kids. At least I don't need to be taught squat. age is irrelevant when it comes to brushing teeth. Unless you don't have any teeth anymore. And I think then it becomes irrelevant. Or maybe it's still relevant because you need to keep them healthy. Whatever. With how often our dorm holds tea parties with sweets, I'd argue that getting the fundamentals down now is more important than ever. My preschool teacher bullied me less than you. Would this be correct? The correct angle for holding the toothbrush? So this is really happening, huh? Teeth brushing session. If you hold it like that, you won't get between your teeth and gums. A 45-degree angle is the best. Like this? Now you've got it. Be sure to hold it at the right angle when brushing the front. Yeah, this is really happening. Ace is like, my god, where did I land? Get to it, Ace. Yes, Mom. Huh? Where did my toothpaste go? You're welcome to use mine. Cool, thanks. Stop right there. That's entirely too much paste. What? The abrasives inside toothpaste can damage your animal. You only need a smidgen of it to get the job done. Oh, thanks. That's too much force, Deuce. You're liable to cause damage if you keep that up. Trey's way too much into this. Use gentle, quick strokes. No need for a wise grip on a brush either. Hold with the same force you would a pen. It's good you're taking it seriously. Brush it off now and you won't have any teeth left to brush later. And they were never seen again. That was a lot. It's finally over. At first I thought you were just looking out for us the way you always do, but now... You're just some kind of weird dentistry nerd. I'm honestly freaked out by how into this you are. Yes, a little bit much. Okay, final check. Open your mouth so I... oops, I did it again. Huh? Ugh. Sorry, again, like I said, force of habit. Tooth Fairy meet your natural-born enemy. Tell me about it. I mean, he did lose his milk teeth, most likely. Did lose his baby teeth. Oops, that's, I clicked on something. Anyway. So that was Trey. Okay. Now we move on. I mean, we finish with Azul and we move on to Savannah Claw. Oh dear lord. Leona. I'm being rude. Sometimes. Let's see what this circumstance is. How long do you intend to keep me waiting? The photographer's surely wondering what's become of us. Come, we mustn't dawdle. I already told you, I ain't going. Why in the world would I have my picture taken with you just for some measly school paper? Why? Because you and I are house wardens. The next feature is intended to acquaint new students to our dorms. Thus, I am obliged to place all alluring assets of Pomfiora on display for their viewing pleasure. House wardens are the face of the dorm, as it were. There is nothing you can say that would talk me into getting prettied up over a school paper. Why not just write some spiel about us instead? A professional never cuts corners, and never would there be a truer tragedy than a spiel without an accompanying visual. You're coming, that's final. May as well be arguing with a wall. Yeah, they're both very stubborn in very different regards. Let's get this over with. Wait. Have you failed to notice that button on your vest is loose? Who cares? It still does what it's supposed to. Aha! This won't do at all. The way it dangles makes you look no better than a common pauper. A what? This is why I detest Savannah Claw. Each and every one of you is only more boorish and uncouth than the next. I pity your poor uniforms. I was gonna get pissed off at that. I will safely assume you don't carry a sewing kit with you as a proper gentleman of your age should. Do I rightly assume that as a prince you've been taught that inability to attend to yourself is somehow acceptable? I'm not gonna lie, I don't carry a sewing kit with me either, and I'm a woman. I'm sorry about that, Will. Leona is like, oh my god. It is unbelievable that you and I both rank as house wardens. As I've no other choice, I shall deign to grant you use of my sewing kit. Now fix that button at once. Why ever you're taking off your vest? Sorry, I'm being rude. Oh, what are you doing, Leona? But it would do me well for a dignified gentleman like you to show me how it's done. Oh no. Why do I have to fix your button? Well, you don't have to. I'm perfectly fine going like this. But is this how you want me to look on such an important occasion? There he is, Will Schönheit, known through all of Twisted Wonderland as the fairest of them all. Still, he must be awfully full of himself to not even spare a passing glance at who's standing next to him. Leona, you're so manipulative. I imagine that's what the people will think, seeing me like this next to you. But heck if I care. You don't care either way. Go on, show me how it's done, since I'm so... what was it again? Boorish and uncouth. Not so much. Your smirk right now is utterly appalling. Give me your best and be quick about it. Singing a new tune now, ain't ya? You're a little more than a fine prop to decorate my stage, and a professional always looks after his props. I'm one heck of a pricey prop, though. Better show some gratitude. Oh my god! This conversation. Have you no shred of dignity? If it weren't for this photo shoot, this vest would... Huh? What is it? This button is similar to the others, but clearly different. This isn't one of the originals. You do know how to sew. Terribly slipshod at work, of course. You could have tried to use a matching button. Who cares when you can barely notice it? Bah! To think you tricked me into fixing it for you. It wouldn't have mattered if you did or didn't, you know. Buttons always come back. What? Excuse me? Buttons come back? Every time one of them comes off, I just hang my stuff in my room and the button's suddenly back on it again. Leona, you're not naive enough to believe that. So there's never any point in putting in the time to fix it. It's funny though, can't say I recall ever casting a spell like that. That would be because you clearly never did. Someone is fixing them for you. Ruggie, I'm sure. So, magic Ruggie. It fixes itself either way. Yana, you spoiled. You spoiled princely prick, I swear to God. You are repugnant. The only thing you have going for is your handsome face. I mean, he also has a good voice. And nice eyes. You know. I can't rebuke that, really. What was that? This is why I hate spoiled princelings. Amazing. Oh my god, Leona. This was great. All of the students, it's so much good chemistry. I love it. Anyway, Jack. School uniform, caught red-handed. Okay. Oh, there's another low voice one. Alright. Doing a low voice for Leona is fine, but Jack is even worse, because I think he's even lower and can't go that deep. Hi. The cafeteria is pretty crowded. It'll probably take the whole lunch break just to get through the line. Might be better if I start cooking for myself and eating in the classroom. Huh? Where is that rotten smell coming from? It's all over the cafeteria. A beastman smells like mine's better than most, but I can't be the only one smelling this. Some kind of dangerous potions at work here. School will be up in panic in no time. And then I won't be able to practice today. Unacceptable. I gotta find the source and take care of it before anyone else notices. I think you just, made this a bigger issue than it is. I bet I could hunt it down quickly enough with my signature spell. But I can't use it in a place like this. Time to follow my nose. Wait a sec. Is it coming from that seat in the right-hand corner? Oh, hey! Twins. Oh, how's it floating, sea urchin? If it isn't Jack Howell, come to join us for lunch by any chance? Not exactly. I've got a question for you two. Mind showing what's in that briefcase you got down there? Oh no, you don't want to know. Now, we're in a cafeteria. If you're in the mood for business, I'll have to ask that you meet with us in the Monster Lounge after class. Besides, if you're itching to see what's inside, then you gotta make nice and pay the price. You're up to something shady again, aren't you? Now hand it over. What was that? You wanna throw down? Oh no, you don't want that. You heard me. Let me see what's inside now. Oh no, don't force it open. Oh no, I think you broke something. Ugh. What kind of weird liquid is this? This isn't even what I was smelling before. It's more of an ocean smell. It happens to be the latest beauty lotion we've developed. We were planning to hand this to our client, but now... so it wasn't anything dangerous after all. Sorry for jumping to conclusions, I'll pay you back. There's that smell again. 2 seats over to the left, that's it. It's running off. You're out of debt with the mafia. You just run off. Alright, sure. You've got to be kidding me. You're the culprit? Culprit? Hello, Jack. Do you need something? Okay, come clean, Apple. Show me what it is you're hiding. I was just enjoying some... How do you pronounce that? I'll be right back. Vichyssoise, apparently. I was just enjoying some vichyssoise and risotto, really. You can't fool my nose. You're about to be caught red-handed. Could you stop sniffing like that? Please. Got it. It's coming from your coat pocket. Yeah, wait! Is this a food container? Well, time for the big reveal. Ugh. It's packed with onions. What? That's right. Sliced onions, chopped onions, shredded onions. Oh, and onion oil as well. I hate onions. Why do you even have these in your pocket in the first place? Well, my husband said that I needed to focus on eating full-course meals with impeccable manners this week. But they've all been rather lacking in flavor, so I've gotten into the habit of sprinkling onions on my food when no one's looking. Now, I hope you have something you'd like to say to me. Yeah, I'm sorry for suspecting you, and for messing up your lunch. I apologize. I'll forgive you if you eat every last one of the onions in here. Oh no! No, anything but that. Kidding. I wouldn't do that to someone who knows how to give a proper apology. Say, since you're here, would you like to join me for lunch? I mean, he has to smell the onions then. Sure. I guess it's about time. In the same class, we've barely talked to each other before now. Just please keep these onions as far away from me as possible. And that's it. Jack is very sensitive when it comes to smell. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, next up we have Ruggie. Grammy doesn't need fancy. Ooh, cafeteria at night. Boy, oh boy, Leona's such a tyrant. I wish she'd think of the time whenever he rolls out orders. So what kind of grub can I have for a midnight snack without anyone noticing? Got eggs and... oh, someone's picked wild herbs and vegetables. I bet a soup would really hit the spot about now. Well then, don't mind if I do. There's tons to choose from. I'll just pick a few at random and chop them up. Throw some water in a pot, get some stock going, some salt and pepper. Ooh la la la. Yeah, okay. Just needs to boil for a while and he'll be golden. Oh, I thought I smelled something savory from the kitchen. Good evening, Ruggie. Oh yeah, Jade. Kinda funny bumping into someone else in the middle of the night. Is it so odd? I find the dark brings me solace, so I enjoy taking the occasional stroll around campus after hours. Okay, sure. Now, about that soup you're making. Do I spot some scrumptious wild veggies floating in there? Good eye. Not every day you see the good stuff, right? Might borrow a few more for some stir-fry tomorrow, you know? Will you? I don't recall giving you permission. Huh? I went to the mountain and gathered those myself. Yep. That's Jade stuff. My last forage went rather well, if I do say so myself. But preparing them the same way each and every time can get ever so dull. Which was why I placed them on the table in hopes of having one of the kitchen ghosts teach me a new recipe tomorrow. Oh. I'm really sorry. I haven't said a word. You might as well have. Don't play dumb with me. We both know that there are consequences for borrowing from Octavinal. And yeah, I know that saying sorry isn't gonna be enough to make this go away. Wait, you said you wanted to change up how you cook these, right, Jade? Indeed I did. I ultimately tend to settle between sauteing or boiling them. Then you're in luck. I'll teach you some of my recipes. I know my way around every herb and vegetable here. Don't know if you like the taste or not, but I'll at least give you ideas on how to mix it up. So, that work for you? Quite. How many recipes do you know then? With these babies, maybe 30, give or take. Well now, that many? Most of them only involve adding seasonings and stuff though. How about I show you a few tonight? Any more and the soup will stop burning. Alright, just a moment while I get something to write them down. Nice. That was a funny conversation. Okay, from left we got marinade, a sauté, and an omelette. Omelets are tasty enough with the bare minimum cheese and eggs, but throw in these herbs here and you kick them up to 11 just like that. The bitter greens don't mesh well in sautés, by the way. Anyway, all these foods will keep till the morning, so feel free to bring them back to the dorm and chow down whenever. I see. Who knew such simple adjustments make for a variety of new recipes? This has truly been enlightening. I must admit I'm pleasantly surprised. Yeah, why's that? I'd assume they would each lack in certain flavor, but each one is more elaborately seasoned than the next. That's the Ruggie guarantee! My Grammy taught me everything I know about the kitchen. Oh yeah? It's raised by his grandma. That explains it. She must have been an exceptional cook. Oh yeah, the best in our neighborhood, I bet. We never had fancy seasonings like these. But Grammy doesn't need fancy to make anything finger-licking good. If it's not rotten, that is. Splendid. I'd be pleased if you taught me a few more of them sometime. Whoa there! I think what I just showed you is enough to cancel out my soup debt, huh? Lesson 2 is gonna cost you. Those two scheming. They're just schemers, that's what they are. You'd have a hard bargain. That goes double for you. Okay, can't keep Leona waiting, so see you when I see her. So funny. They all get along a little bit, but then always a little bit of a shady side comes through. Alright. That was Savannah Claw. Now we move on to Octavinel and Azul. Manipulated by dice. Okay. Good day to you, Idia. You're quite punctual. You actually showed today. It's good timing too. I've just got the game to kick off the club today. Check it out. I snagged an early copy of the new edition of Magical Life. Magical Life. Well now, if I recall, that board game is a popular one. Yep. You move your car along the board as much as the dice lets you. And along the way you can get married and buy a house, or blow it and go bankrupt. It's the ultimate board game themed around life's many magical experiences. So you know, the game's exactly what it says on the tin. Come on, why not act like the member of the board game club for once and roll some dice with me? Thank you, but I'll pass. I'm not particularly fond of games that hinge primarily on luck. You don't want to be influenced by that. Surprise, surprise. You only ever go for strategy games where you develop land or manage a store or whatever. I mean, they are fun too. Don't you get tired of having to think about every single move? Wouldn't it be nice to play something that lets you leave it all to RNG? Are we talking about gacha games? Oh no! There is nothing to be gained by crossing your fingers and hoping for the best. I do, in fact, never get tired of thinking about every single move. Games like Magical Life, where all you do is toss numbers, are simplistic as they are boring and... don't worry, I getcha. The short of it is, you don't think you can win if you can't plan ahead. I beg your pardon? Oh no! You challenged him. Not even a guy with your intellect can compete against luck. Unbrain your way into making dice do your bidding, right? If that's where you're coming from, then we don't have to play. I don't want to make you QQ or something. Idiot, please. And just who exactly do you think you're talking to? Are you implying that I would lose to you in a mere game of dice? Oh, never. I just don't want to pressure you into something you can't handle. You've done it now, very well. I shall indulge in your whims today. Great, good luck, have fun. Let's get rolling. But first you gotta pick the colors of the cars. Idia goes blue and Azul goes purple. Alright, let's go. Uh-oh, looks like you can't move for 3 turns. Too bad you can't control Z that roll, huh? Idia. 3 turns again? How can my life be manipulated so by dice? Well, look at that, I struck oil. Inside a blasted shopping mall? I mean, some people are very lucky. Yeah, deep breaths, Azul. It's just a game, okay? My turn's done, so go on and take another step at it. 2. What do we have here? You bought a house, but it's a major fixer-upper. You lose 500,000 farm marks. Tough break. That's absurd. I would never in my life fall for such an obvious scam. This game doesn't make an ounce of sense. Hilarious. Yeah, Azul sure was a sight to behold last week. I thought he'd start foaming at the mouth. Me? Hey there, Azul. You're here early today. 5, 5, 3. What are you doing, Azul? Azul? One more. 5, 2. No. Next, 3. Hello? It must be because I wasn't fast enough. 5, 5. Yes. Oh, I hadn't noticed you there, Idia. I figured. You seem to be up on your own little private server there. So what are you up to? As you can see, I'm practicing my dice rolling. What? Yeah, I think that counts as cheating somewhere. And I'd say the effort has been well worth it. I can roll my desired number 1/3 of the time. You can roll whatever number you want? I place the number 2 side face up, and if I snap my wrist just so, said face will roll over exactly 4.5 times. Which would make it, yes, a 5. You got the maniac! Don't tell me you've been at this ever since you lost at Magical Life last week. That loss was due to my own negligence. Without proper preparation, I left myself wholly vulnerable to the whims of fate. Yeah, but that's how board games work. You're mistaken. It's only how they work if you don't plan ahead. Azul, please. If I can reduce the amount of luck involved, and then I can control even a game of dice through sheer willpower. You goddamn maniac! You're taking a chance from a game of chance? I still have a long road of honing accuracy before achieving that. What if I throw the dice with a touch more force? Azul? Twisted Wonderland to Azul. Come in, Azul. 4. No, I'll make it slide 1 to the right. Talk about focused. You can't even hear a word I'm saying. 4. 4. A 3 this time. I need to move my wrist less. 4. Man, for all your complex logistics and stress, you sure are cinched to read. I can't think of anyone more stubborn. He will control everything. Azul is like just a control freak who needs to have like power over everything, otherwise he feels insecure. Good on you for being such a hard worker though. Yeah, I mean it's nice. When he doesn't act like a maniac. And there we have it. 5 falls in a row. Ready to board because I won't lose next time. This boy. I swear to God. Alright, that was Azul. My God. Okay, moving on to Jade. Can't say I understand why. I wonder what that is all about. This is a tad too astringent. Perhaps I should try some different leaves. Jade? What are you doing back here? Whoa, what's with all the leaves and cups? You appear to be in high spirits today, Kalim, as always. As for this, I was experimenting with various brewing methods. You sure went all out. These are all super high quality leaves, aren't they? You can tell? Their fragrances are totally different from the ones over here. My country's all about drinking tea, so they stood out right away. I would have never guessed you were such an expert on tea. As they say, one can never judge a book by its cover. I mean, I'm not surprised. In the Scalding Sands, tea is a must during every meal and break. Water in of itself is pretty important, so I guess tea would be pretty popular. It's also customary to take out special tea leaves in entertaining guests. Color me intrigued by this custom of yours. Could I trouble you to teach me how it's brewed? Sure thing. It's easy enough to pick up, and it's always nice to share more about my kingdom. First things first, place the tea leaves in a kettle and boil them. The trick's to put in so many that he almost worries too much. Are you sure? I'm sure that would make it very flavorful indeed. Next, you prep some herbs in a pot. With today's leaves, here, let's fill the pot up to about 70% of the way using these 2 herbs. You even have your own blend? You really are an expert at this. More like it goes to show I often I drink tea. The herbs make the tea easier to drink on hot days, which is crucial in the Scalding Sands. That makes sense. It certainly sounds like it. We wouldn't drink it this way where I'm from. Yeah, underwater tea. That sounds weird. Where's that again? I was born on the Coral Sea, a place very much different from your arid desert kingdom. You were born in the sea? Yeah, that's about as different as it gets. What's it like there, if you don't mind me asking? The sea? The sea is, how shall I say? To first-time visitors, it must seem like a very cold and dark place. Oh, really? Indeed. After all, no light reaches the seabed, nor is it possible to light a fire. You never know what's lying in wait around the corner. You must keep vigilant at all hours. That's kind of terrifying to imagine, actually, yeah. And unlike the food of surface dwellers, rare is the day we eat anything sweet. Our food is normally consumed raw. Oh boy. Yeesh, I couldn't do that, not in a million years. I'm surprised you can live down there. Does it repulse you that much? I find it to be a comfortable and pleasant kingdom, personally. Yeah, it probably fits you to a T. Although I have heard talk of wayward merfolk becoming obsessed with the surface, I can't say I understand why. That's a lie, Jade. You're in the mountain club. Oh, the tea finished brewing already. So just put out the fire. And then pour the tea into the herb-filled pot. My, does that smell divine. I almost can't wait to savor it. And last but not least, you add sugar. Huh? This sugar bowl feels awfully light. Strange, I just replenished it, so there should be 30 or so cubes in there. Only 30? Only 30? Well, if that's all you got, then it will have to do. Is that not enough? When it comes to tea, the sweeter the better. Nothing says luxury like a pot of sweet tea, Or so is said back home. The custom began after a sugar shortage that shot up its value up sky high. Can't be shy with it now. You need to use every last cube. Oh my god, that's a lot of sugar. Must we use all of it? Yep, in they go. Oh. And now we have our tea. Pour yourself a cup like so, and done. Go on, drink up. How is it? Delicious, isn't it? His exquisitely tart fragrance balances well with the refreshing selection of herbs. It's also, sweet enough to saturate one's teeth. Are you okay, Jade? Right? Don't you love the feeling of coursing it through your whole body with every sip? It's interesting. I feel as though my teeth may start falling out all at once. Are you okay, Jade? Wow, you like it that much? I don't think that's it, Colin. He's just having a polite smile. You said you never get a chance to eat sweets in the sea, right? It makes me happy to be the one to share some with you, so drink up. There's plenty of tea left. So there is. Thank you. To tell the truth, though, this pot here isn't nearly sweet enough. Let me see if I can hunt down some more sugar. Rest in peace, Jade. More? I'm sure that's hardly necessary. Well, off he goes. Still, I'm curious what Azul and Floyd would say were they to try this. I don't know. The world of tea is far more vast than I ever imagined. Incredible. They're beautiful. Very beautiful. Alright. Okay, next up we have Floyd. Chit-chat a bit. Yeah. Alright, let's see what Floyd is up to. Blah. Writing essays is about as exciting as watching a sea anemone race. Is there anything better to do around here? Looky here. Just where could that book be? I could have sworn that copy of History Unraveled Magic Carpet Weaving was right around here. Oh no, Riddle, I have a feeling you should probably run away. It'll work. Oh no. How's it floating, little goldfish? Floyd! Oh, anyone but him. So, are you stuck with some historical junk for homework too? My business is none of yours. Don't be like that. I'm bored, so let's do our homework together. Maybe chit-chat a bit? And why would I? Don't fall for it, Riddle. He takes far too much delight in dragging you down to his level. Well, not this time. The way you turn red when you're mad really does make you look like a goldfish. Anyways, you need that History Unraveled book, right? Just so happens I've been reading it too. Lobbed it back on the shelf on the far right. I am perfectly capable of finding it on my own, thank you. Now leave me be. Sure you can. Let me show you where it is. Did you not understand a word that came out of my mouth? Don't pull on me, you brute! Oh no. Oh, poor Riddle. Here's where I left it. I can't fathom why you're being so helpful right now. What are you plotting? You saying you want me to be plotting something? I said nothing of the sort. Moving on. You said that book would be right there. Well, you really did put it back on the... Floyd, what's that face? The highest shelf. God damn it, Floyd. Look at him, he's all proud about it. God damn it, Floyd. Oh, I can't reach it. I swear to God, Floyd. Oh my God. Oh, you're putting those tipsy toes to work. That shelf's too tall and ornery. Floyd. You little shit. Or more like a tall shit. You only wanted to watch me squirm, didn't you? How utterly juvenile. Hey, little goldfish, I could always get it for you. What do you say, huh? You're such trouble. You're a menace! Floyd! Stop it! I'm quite fine without your help. All I need is a stool. Now where might I go about finding a stool? Floyd. Yeah? There's some reason you decided to block my path with your arm. No, I just needed a little stretch is all. Floyd. 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 Listen here. I know Riddle can take this, but this is bullying. I hope you know this. I know you're doing this just to tease him. But you know, you swear to God, you're so much trouble. So you're deliberately impeding my progress for your entertainment. Fine, do as you wish. I can simply use magic to retrieve it. Yoink! Wait, no, you can't do that. Hand it over. I don't know. You're such a piece of shit. It's incredible. Are you really that eager to lose your head? Oh no, I'm shaking in my boots. I'd better make a run for it. Running is forbidden in the library. It may not be one of the Queen's laws, but it's still very much against the rules, Floyd. Not up for playing tag with me. Does you're it, little goldfish. Catch me if you can. Floyd! I am absolutely not it. I have just about had it up to here with your antics. Come on, catch me if you catch me. I'll give you a book if you do. Floyd! You menace! I don't even know what to say at this point. Oh, stop running around! I'm done with you! Jade has never once pulled these silly pranks, and he's had every opportunity as a classmate. How twins could be such complete opposites, I'll never understand. I mean, Jade would find this completely hilarious as well. He would just, sit back and, I don't know, eat popcorn. Why must you always tell me, Floyd, what have I done to deserve this treatment? I'm bored. What? I'm out. Here, take the book. What just happened? I can't tell if I upset him or if it was just yet another one of his mood swings. Could be either or. You never know with him. We never know. Ah, I've had enough of that man's caprice for a lifetime. He's very entertaining though. But I agree, that was a bit much. There was a bit too much bullying, Floyd. You need to keep it down. Oh man. I mean, apparently they were on each other's throats ever since their own first day in school, so that doesn't surprise me one bit. Anyway, that was the first part of me reading the vignettes of the school uniform, and I'm gonna record the next part soon-ish. We'll see. Anyway, that was very, very funny. I don't regret doing this at all. It's very fun reading them also again. Some of them I haven't read in a long time. Okay, anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next part with more vignettes, and bye-bye.